Welcome back to Karen Norwood Travel. We're going to see three of Florida's most beautiful state parks today, and I want to bring you along. So let's get started. Falling Waters, Falling Waters State Park in Chipley, Florida, and we are taking the little small trail down to the waterfalls. They're the tallest waterfalls in Florida. Falling Waters State Park has hiking trails, a swimming lake, and fishing, as well as 24 campsites in the campground. So these are the steps that you use to get down to the waterfall. It's a 100-foot deep sinkhole with a 75-foot tall waterfall. The next state park we visited was Florida Caverns State Park, which is located in Marianna, Florida, and it was all dug out by the CCC workers in the 1930s. There's a really great museum that's up above the gift shop at the Caverns State Park that explains all the history of how the cave was made, how it was dug out by the CCC workers, the bats that naturally live in the caverns, and just all kinds of really good information. I would definitely recommend, getting there a few minutes early or after the tour, going up and checking it out. The actual cave tour is only about three-fourths of a mile long inside the cave. You just have to walk a little ways to get in and out of the cave, entrances and exits. The actual tour takes about an hour. We did get to see a few of the bats that inhabit the cave and found out that there was a storm coming later that afternoon. So this is where the bats actually shelter when a storm is coming. I did want to point out as well that Florida Caverns State Park has an audio-visual tour that you can do in the gift shop. So if you're handicapped and are unable to go into the cave, and then they also will let you rent the caves for weddings. You can have a wedding inside the cave. I do want to give a quick warning about these caves, though. There are very low ceilings in some areas, and it was very slippy to me, so just be really, really careful. The state park does have a campground called Blue Hole Campground that has over 32 campsites for you to stay at. I will go ahead and warn you that in 2018 they had a massive hurricane come through that just destroyed most of the trees, but it is coming back and it is a really pretty state park. They do have walking trails throughout the park as well. Our last state park on this tour is Ponce de Leon State Park. They do allow picnicking, fishing, and definitely swimming here. There is no camping, no overnight camping here though. The main spring here, which is a constant temperature of 68 degrees year round, makes 14 million gallons of water daily. There are also several hiking trails around the area.